Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
According to Sister Wives spoilers, Janelle Brown has already finished her stay in Flagstaff, Arizona. She believed it would be a much better way of life, so she and the Brown family relocated there. This was a huge adjustment for the family because they didn't receive as much criticism in Arizona. Janelle had to move when she made the decision to end her marriage to Kody Brown. She is now asserting that she has permanently left the area. Let's examine what this entails for her in more detail. Janelle's action. Janelle made the decision to leave Flagstaff, Arizona, and go to North Carolina in order to start again. This was a significant step for her future because she planned to leave the land at Coyote Pass. Although she knew it wouldn't last, she relished her time on the farm while living in an RV. She was correct. She wanted Kody to purchase her portion of the land at Coyote Pass, which was a source of conflict between them. After divorcing Kody, she waited for him to purchase her portion of the property. She has bought land in North Carolina to establish a farm and company near her daughter, Maddie Brownbrush, and it appears that he has done so. Getting out of Flagstaff. It seems that Janelle had left many of her belongings in Flagstaff when she eventually moved out. She recently revealed that she still had a storage unit there with several of her possessions. She informed her supporters that she had packed her belongings and taken a U-Haul to her new home in North Carolina. Even though she had a long travel ahead of her, she had an amazing adventure. Janelle was accompanied by her friends Christina and Angela, who were able to assist her in returning several of her belongings. Janelle's admirers are thrilled to see her leave Arizona, and this is a significant milestone for her. She has already benefited from her new life in North Carolina, and we hope it continues to grow. As Sister Wives star Janelle Brown commemorates her late son Robert Garrison Brown's 27th birthday, it's a weird day. In the millions of pictures I have, you look so alive. I sometimes forget I won't see you again, and then I remember, grief is so strange. Janelle, 55, posted on Instagram on Thursday, April 10th, accompanied with a series of pictures showing Garrison grinning broadly. I've enjoyed seeing all of the tributes to you that friends and family have shared. And since the clip from the county fair so clearly captures who you were, I had to share it again. Janelle signed goodbye with a heartfelt "Until we meet again, sweetheart." Heartfelt expressions of love and support for the reality TV star poured into the comment section from fans. "You're a strong woman, and I can't even begin to understand what you're going through." Emoji of a red heart. "Rest in peace, Garrison." One fan commented, "Thinking of you and your family today and always." Another user commented, "Janelle and her ex-husband, Kody Brown, had 6 children together, including Garrison. Logan, 30, Madison, 29, Hunter, 27, Gabriel, 23, and Savannah, 20, are his siblings." On what would have been Garrison's birthday, just over a year after the former Army soldier was sadly discovered dead at his Flagstaff, Arizona, home on March 5, 2024, tributes have been pouring in. Garrison's death was officially declared a suicide after the Coconino County Medical Examiner certified that he was shot in the head. Another major element mentioned in the paper was ethanol intoxication, also referred to as alcohol poisoning. On the 1-year anniversary of her son's passing on March 5th, Janelle recently shared details of her grieving process. "Even though I have a lot going on, you are always at the top of my mind," she wrote as the caption for the Instagram picture. "Baby, a year has passed. We really do miss you. I really do miss you." The mother of 6 went on to say, "I urge everyone who reads this to think about donating to your local animal shelter, rescue, or humane society." Garrison adopted all 3 of his cats from shelters because he was passionate about this cause. Kody, 56, released a statement soon after Garrison's passing, but he has not yet publicly acknowledged his son's 27th birthday. In his own message on the site at the time, Kody stated, "Janelle and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown. For everyone who knew him, he was a source of joy. We shall be left speechless by the void our loss will create in our lives. We kindly ask that you respect our privacy and join us in paying tribute to him." In 2022, after over 30 years of marriage, Janelle formally announced her divorce from her spiritual spouse. After Christine Brown left in 2021, she was the second of Kody's 3 spouses to depart. Shortly after, Robyn Brown became the last surviving wife in the formerly polygamous household after Meri Brown disclosed that her relationship with Kody had terminated. Meri Brown, star of Sister Wives, has said that she has a creepy project in the works and that her income has significantly decreased from her prior one. This TLC personality balances several businesses to sustain herself. Her clientele likely grew as a result of her popularity on TLC series. Her efforts weren't always well received, though. Meri Brown makes sister wives of her own. Today, Meri Brown is well known to the public due to her success on a reality show. For almost a decade, she and her sharing husband, together with her 3 sister wives, provided the public with an intimate look into their private lives. Fans have a variety of opinions and favorites on the Sister Wives family throughout time. The first wife of this poly marriage was a darling of the audience from the start of the show. She does have some critics, but her hundreds of thousands of followers much exceed them. Consequently, Meri's apparel line already has a Sister Wives fanbase. The occupancy of her award-winning B&B, which is among the best in Utah, is also likely a result of her popularity. Her business endeavors weren't always as successful, though. Meri's ruffled feathers. Critics jumped all over Meri Brown when she came up with a concept to generate money a while ago. Weekend getaways were created as a result of her creative ideas. She put these together and offered them for sale online. The biggest draw was getting to spend time with Meri Brown. But while she was planning her approach, it seems she didn't take into consideration the finances of her typical Sister Wives fans. The charge of many $1,000s per person was soon shown to be unreasonable. She was heavily criticized for this on the internet. But after accomplishing this the first time, she gave it another shot. But this idea was again refuted by her Sister Wives critics. This past weekend, Meri revealed her new business concept. The argument that McDonald's used to defend their sales seems to have been adopted by her. Unimaginable numbers of burgers are suddenly being sold at the eatery with the golden arches. McDonald's sells more than 2.36 billion hamburgers a year, or more than 6.48 million hamburgers a day. Selling a large quantity of burgers at a low price allowed them to turn a profit. Now, Meri Brown seems to have a similar idea. Sister Wives, selling an idea in bulk. Meri Brown reportedly gave up on selling a few seats for thousands of dollars, much like she had done for past weekend vacations. Instead, Meri is offering ghost tours of Lizzie's heritage in for 1 hour. On the last 2 Saturdays before Halloween, she will be giving 4 tours each day, but there aren't many spots left. The primary draw, you will have the chance to meet and talk with Sister Wives star Meri Brown during the trips. For the affordable $50, you may meet Meri and hear about her purportedly haunted bed and breakfast. Fans have already expressed a lot of enthusiasm for her new project online. So far, there seem to be few, if any, critics. Meri never conducts tours of her bed and breakfast because she respects the privacy of her guests. As a result, it's most likely the first time that visitors can tour her business without a reservation. An unsettling event that will make you laugh. One of the Sister Wives comments asked whether this journey is too frightening for little children. Meri couldn't answer the question because different things scare different kids. Although she doesn't seem to feature any gore, unlike many other haunted houses, she does make some frightening promises. But this isn't a fake attraction. Lizzie's is said to be haunted. This house was sold to a non-family member more recently, but her family had owned it since it was built. But as soon as Meri found out it was for sale, she felt obliged to buy it. Sister Wives, a knee-knocking incident? The original Sister Wives matriarch has never seen ghosts at the B&B, but others have. Guests have wondered if the inn was haunted after experiencing odd events. She worked with her best friend, Jen Sullivan, to plan these tours. During the trips, Meri intends to tell stories about haunted houses. When Jen told her neighbors about these trips, they were ecstatic. Additionally, they offered some intriguing details regarding the house. Meri Brown is now advertising her haunted house tours, much like McDonald's does with their burgers. Her earnings have increased. Instead of charging hundreds of dollars for a weekend getaway, Mary Brown provides a $50 ticket for an hour with this well-known TLC series star and her scary castle. Sister Wives actor Robyn Brown didn't have it great until she met Kody Brown and joined his family, as fans witnessed in the first season of the TLC series. To make the 4-hour travel to the Brown clan's home for her first meeting with them, she had to borrow the money for gas. His adult daughter claims that Robyn now obeys Kody's orders, in contrast to the other 3 wives. However, she takes this action to protect herself and her kids. Sister Wives. Robyn Brown's Kody Brown was everything prior to. Robyn Brown had very little when Kody Brown courted her all those years ago. In the book that all 5 of the Sister Wives adults published several years ago, she gave an example of how tight money was. Robyn was invited to meet the other wives by Kody and Mary Brown. Since these two had been hanging out with Mary, she was already acquainted with Robyn. But she had not yet met the other 2 wives or Kody's 12 children. She needed to borrow the money for gas, so she could make the trip, which was several hours away by car. So she was broke. Later on, though, she got to know Kody, who told her about their planned Sister Wives reality show. At first, I thought this was wishful thinking for Kody Brown, Robyn said. But it wasn't, and she married into the family to join the show. In addition, she got money and all the other perks that come with being famous. Kody Brown wants his wife to be obedient to him. Kody Brown said he wants his wife to obey him on the Sister Wife camera. At the time he said that, he was worn out from a long drive. An RV that was probably meant to hold 6 people was packed with his 4 wives and all of their kids. By this time, Christine and Janelle Brown each had 6 children, Mary had 1, and he had a big family. When Robyn added her 3 children from a previous marriage to the family, there were a total of 16 children. Robyn and Kody had their final 2 children shortly after this. The Sister Wives patriarch got very upset during their road trip and started shouting orders. He had no experience living in an RV. When it was time to empty it, the sewage poured all over him, much to the audience's amusement. Nevertheless, to say that he was stressed would be an understatement. He said he wished he could just give them orders, and they would do as he said. He then used this increasing tension as justification for his word choice. But as you can see from the tweet above, his wife, aside from Robyn, took offense at this. How did Robyn Brown survive, Sister Wives? Not to belittle Robyn, Gwendolyn Brown asserts that Robyn receives preferential treatment from Kody Brown since she complies with his directions. But according to Gwen, she does this to preserve herself and her kids survive. Because Robyn used to know what it was like to be impoverished, she might be terrified that she will never have to live that way again. Kody also adheres to this concept of obedience, Gwen noted. Because of this, he always defends Robyn both on and off Sister Wives. According to Gwen, she is the only one of his spouses who follows his instructions. Even when Kody brought up sacred loneliness this season, 3 of his Sister Wives' brides rolled their eyes. That's what they called dumb and stupid. Robyn agreed, though, adding that having several marriages may become alienating. She does, however, view Kody's time of sacred loneliness as a chance to deepen his relationship with God. Gwen Brown stated that Robyn's tendency to follow the leader is just a means of making sure she and her kids are in a supportive environment. A new episode of Sister Wives Season 18 will debut on TLC on Sunday night, September 24th. Janelle Brown is completely done with Arizona. Here's why she's leaving and what's next for her future. Introduction. The Sister Wives saga has taken yet another unexpected turn. Janelle Brown, who's been a pivotal part of the Brown family for years, has announced that she is completely done with Arizona. Fans of the show are absolutely shocked as they come to terms with her bombshell decision to leave the state where the infamous Coyote Pass land saga has been unfolding. This huge move signals an even more dramatic shift in Janelle's life, and it's clear that something big is going on behind the scenes. But why exactly has Janelle had enough of Arizona? What are the real reasons behind her choice to pack up and leave? And what's next for her future after this bold decision? You won't believe the full story. Buckle up because we're diving into all the jaw-dropping details you need to know. Chapter 1. The shocking announcement. Janelle's exit from Arizona. Let's face it, the Brown family drama is never boring. From polygamy to family fights, their lives have been a roller coaster ride for viewers. But when Janelle announced that she was leaving Arizona for good, fans were left in disbelief. It's been years since she first arrived in Flagstaff, and many thought she'd never leave. So, what caused her to make this dramatic decision? Is it the ongoing tension with Kody? The constant drama surrounding the Coyote Pass property? Or perhaps something deeper that we haven't even begun to understand? Fans are dying to know the true reason behind her departure. Chapter 2. Janelle's journey to Flagstaff, and why it didn't work out. Before we dive into her decision to leave, let's take a step back and reflect on Janelle's journey to Arizona. When Janelle and Kody decided to move to Flagstaff, it seemed like a fresh start for their family. The beautiful Arizona landscape was supposed to be the perfect backdrop for building their dreams, a grand vision for Coyote Pass, where Kody promised he'd build homes for each of his wives. But things didn't go according to plan, and the cracks began to show almost immediately. Janelle has always been a practical and independent woman, and the reality of life on Coyote Pass has been far from what she envisioned. Constant disagreements with Kody, delays with construction, and the tension between the wives started taking a toll on her mental health and happiness. Could this frustration be the reason she's now calling it quits with Arizona? Chapter 3. The Coyote Pass Drama. Why Janelle can't stay in Arizona any longer. The Coyote Pass property, once meant to be a symbol of Kody's vision for his plural family, has become a battleground for the Browns. And Janelle has had enough. After years of dealing with land disputes, financial difficulties, and broken promises from Kody, it's no wonder that Janelle has finally thrown in the towel. Let's take a closer look at the ongoing issues with Coyote Pass. Kody promised the land would be developed into homes for each wife, but the process has been painfully slow, with little progress. This lack of action has caused tension between Janelle and Kody, especially as she watched other wives, like Robyn, move ahead with their own plans while Janelle was stuck waiting for her piece of the dream. The final straw? Janelle's recent comments about being stressed out due to the situation. She's clearly fed up with the constant delays and frustrations, and it seems she's ready to cut ties with Arizona and Kody for good. Chapter 4. Janelle's bold decision to start fresh elsewhere. Arizona has simply become too much for Janelle to handle, and now she's ready to move on. Could this be her chance to start fresh and build a life on her own terms? The truth is, Janelle has always been a strong, independent woman who knows what she wants, and she's made it clear that Arizona isn't where her future lies. After years of compromising and dealing with the challenges of life in a polygamous family, Janelle is ready to find her own happiness. Sources close to her say that she's been eyeing new opportunities and has started making plans to leave the state. With her recent stunning transformation, new look and confidence, it seems like Janelle is preparing for a whole new chapter in her life. But what does this mean for the Brown family? Will Janelle's departure from Arizona signal the end of her marriage with Kody? Fans are wondering if she'll find a new love or if she'll focus on herself and her future outside of the family dynamic. Only time will tell. Chapter 5. The Fallout. How Kody reacted to Janelle's decision to leave. It's no secret that Janelle and Kody's relationship has been on shaky ground for quite some time. With her departure from Arizona, fans are wondering how Kody is taking it. The Brown patriarch has always had his hands full with his many wives, but Janelle's decision to leave could be the final nail in the coffin for their already strained relationship. Could this be the tipping point that drives Janelle and Kody further apart? Or has Janelle finally had enough of the emotional turmoil that comes with being part of Kody's plural family? We're about to explore how Kody's reaction could change everything, and whether or not this marks the beginning of the end for their marriage. Chapter 6. Janelle's new life. What's next after Arizona? So, what's next for Janelle after she leaves Arizona? Is she going to start over in a new city, or could she be headed back to her roots in Utah? Fans are speculating about her next move, and it seems Janelle is keeping her plans close to the chest. One thing is certain, Janelle is not going to sit idle. With her newfound independence and confidence, she's ready to embrace whatever the future holds. Could she find a new career, dive into a passion project, or even start dating again. The possibilities are endless, and Janelle is ready to take control of her own destiny. Chapter 7. The Fans React. How Janelle's decision to leave Arizona is shocking everyone. The internet is buzzing with reactions to Janelle's bombshell decision. Fans are divided, with some supporting her choice to leave Arizona and others questioning what this means for her future. Many fans are applauding Janelle for taking control of her life and choosing her own happiness, while others are wondering what will happen to her relationship with her kids and the rest of the Brown family. One thing is for sure, Janelle's decision to leave Arizona has sparked major conversations among Sister Wives fans, and they can't wait to see what happens next. Will she find peace and happiness away from the chaos of the Brown family? Or will her departure only make things even more complicated? Conclusion: Janelle Brown's bold move, the end of one chapter, the beginning of another.